A Catholic Ordinance. Is Christmas for Christians Part 12. Since there is no evidence for the observance of Christmas in the Bible, the questions arise. What is its origin? And when did its celebration begin? Lector P. Waldenstrom says, the custom to celebrate the birth of Christ in the last part of December began first in the 4th century. Before that, the 6th of January was celebrated. Another author says, the third one of the great feasts of the Church, Christmas, doesn't seem to be kept during the first 3 centuries. In contrast to it, a memorial of Christ's baptism was celebrated in the Orient as a revelation of his messiahship and glory of his divinity called Epiphania, the 6th of January. This festival was, in Egypt, also given a meaning as a memorial of Christ's birth, and in that way they had in a certain sense a substitute for Christmas, which had not yet begun. Further on, the same author says, it began first to be celebrated in the Roman Church about 360, and from there it spread to the Orient. After he has mentioned Saturnalia, the Roman Feast of Joy, which began the 17th and ended the 24th of December, with the Sigillaria, he continues, at last, the so-called Brumalia, or the winter solstice, was celebrated the 25th of December. It was also called Deus Natalis Invicti Solis, the birth feast of the unconquered sun, because in that season, when the short days are gone, the sun again comes forth victorious from the gloomy night to travel on its orbit like an unconquered hero. This proves that the 25th of December was an annual feast celebrated in the honor of the sun, S-U-N. Frederick Nielsen, a Danish bishop, says, during the first 3 centuries, we find no trace of any feast for the birth of Christ. The commentator Adam Clarke gives the following information. The Latin Church, supreme in power and infallible in judgment, placed it on the 25th of December, the very day in which the ancient Romans celebrated the feast of their goddess Bruma. Pope Julius I was the person who made this alteration, and it appears to have been done for this reason. The sun now began his return toward the northern tropic, ending the winter, lengthening the days, and introducing the spring. The valuable testimony of J. Murdoch, D.D., is in harmony with the above. It was Julius I, Bishop of Rome, AD 337 to 352, who first ascertained this to be the right day, and though his authority is not the best, it is generally admitted that this designation of the 25th of December for the festival was first made about the middle of the 4th century. From Johnson's Encyclopedia and other sources, we also learn that Julius I, Bishop of Rome, appointed the 25th of December for the celebration of Christ's birth. All this proves very plainly, 1. That the birth of Christ was not universally celebrated by the Christians during the first 3 centuries. 2. That it was the Latin Church which first ordained it to be celebrated on the 25th of December. 3. That it was Julius I, Bishop of Rome, who made the appointment. And 4. And that the customs of this old pagan festival were transferred to Christmas. This is truly surprising. Here are indeed reasons for a solemn search of heart, fervent prayer, and firmness of character for those who wish to be pure in the sight of God. Amen, and may God bless.